Hi everyone, welcome to the latest edition of
Pompey Women's Vlogs.
We're at Felixstowe and Walton United Football Club for Ipswich Town versus Portsmouth Women in the FA Cup. Thank you for joining us for the first vlog of 2020. We're straight in FA Cup action here today. Ipswich Town, who play in Tier 4, so that's one tier below us in their regional league. They're going to be quite a formidable opponent today. They are undefeated in the league, so they're going to be no walkovers. It's going to be a tough game. Abby, what are your thoughts on today's game?
Well, we've got a chance, but this is, I always say this every game, but it's a 50-50 game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the thing is, when you play teams outside your league, especially teams who are near the top of their league in the tier below, you don't know how good they are. So they could, and you could turn them over 8-0 or you could lose 3-0. You literally don't know till the game kicks off. Now the lineup's out, quite an interesting one. Becky Bath is not here today, so top scorer Becky Bath is not here, so assuming she's injured. So she's missing, and there's a debut, so a starting debut for Mia Adaway. So she starts today, and also is Katie James is starting. So she's just returned from suspension when she got sent off against Crawley. So yeah, interesting lineup today. Chance for Katie and Mia to prove themselves. They haven't had a lot of game time this season. So let's show you that full lineup, and then when you come back we'll give you a little tour of the ground. So in goal we've got Hannah Horton, then we've got Hayley Bridge, Becca Tonks, Jazz Younger, Laura Ingram and Ailey Curry. In midfield we have Captain Jade Bradley and Dan Rowe, and then Katie James has replaced Becky Bath in that 10 role. Then up top we've got Charmaine True and Mia Adaway making her starting debut. On the bench today we've got Amelia Southgate, Molly Clark and Tamsin DeBunston. Okay, so Pompey players are out and warming up. We're in our purple today. There's Pompey manager Jay Sadler with his backroom staff. And there's Pompey keeper Hannah Horton warming up. Got our camera set up. Don't think we've ever shown our camera before. So this is kind of the setup we have. We have our little GoPro pegged into the ground. Always a pain at artificial pictures because we can't peg it and it blows over, but yep, so that camera's ready for the first half. So we'll take you, you've got some dugouts over there, and then there's quite a nice clubhouse and a little stand over there. It's not bad. Oh, Abby, ball for you. Okay, so we're going to go around the other side now. Okay, so we've come over the other side of the pitch now, where the Ipswich players are going on. And Abby, there's a bit of a battle of the flags going on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, there's 2 Ipswich fans against 2 Portsmouth.
Yeah, so we've got our flags up. And to be honest, I think we nicked the Ipswich fans' flag spot. Well, you snooze, you lose. And then they've come along and put their even bigger flag up. Oh. Well, it's a bit of a dick measuring competition. I think they win on the flag front. Never mind. Hopefully we'll win on the scoreline front. Okay, well, the teams are going to be going in and getting ready to come out, so we'll see you then. Good luck, Mia.
I mean, I thought he was going to end up over there. I'm like, if only. Get 2 points.
Okay, so it's half time here. Ipswich 1, Pompey 0. It's one of those games. We've really got to step it up. We are not playing well today. Ipswich, I'd say that they look about a mid-table team in our league. So they're a decent side, they can pass it around, but the pitch is so bobbling all over the place. They're obviously used to it, they're coping with it a little bit better. We can't knock it around because it's bobbling so much. I think it's going to be quite tricky, isn't it, Abby, second half?
Yeah, I don't feel like we've got that like fighting in us right now.
No, we don't seem to have as much fight as we normally have. We've got Mia and Shara up front who are really good players, but we lack that physical presence. We need to get into them more. There's definitely goals in. I mean, Charmaine hit the bar in the closing stage of that half. I mean, I've just seen their spectators, you can see them behind, they're laughing and joking about how much the ref is giving them all the decisions. I'm not sure it's that dramatic, but it's just frustrating, you know. I know that we are so much better than what we've seen in the first half. The girls have got to step it up. We're going out here. If the girls don't step it up second half, we're going out. The goal was an extremely fortunate bobble into the far post. Again, you don't mind conceding worldies, but conceding goals like that is just, again, more frustration. We've got to get a grip of this game or we're going out the FA Cup. It's as simple as that, really. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and see what we can do second half, see if we can make sure our quality shines through.
Great, Sophie, again, well done.
Well done, Letitia. Well played.
Okay, so thanks for joining me. Where to start with that? I mean, I know some of you are probably tuning in on the channel and you're just here to watch the highlights, and that's absolutely fine. I understand that that's what a lot of people use it for, because the official club don't do highlights. So that's fine, but I just want to spend a couple of minutes ending this vlog just talking about what happened. I didn't record a video or an ending to the vlog on the day. To be honest, we were absolutely gutted. That result really hit hard, and what it's, I mean, hopefully it does come across in the vlogs. Women's football is quite different from the men's. With the men's, you can, if we lose, you go home, you slag Jacket off, you F and Jeff, you're in a bit of a mood for a few days. But with the women, it's a lot more personal. You know the players. I think we're pretty close to a few of the players and the whole squad in general. I have a really good relationship with Bill, Eric, the chairman, and Jay, the manager, and the backroom staff. So when you lose, it's a lot more personal. It's not just the team you support. It's your friends losing as well. I was absolutely gutted at full time. I was mixed emotions, angry. I was really angry at the performance, and we'll talk about a bit more about that in a minute. I was bitterly disappointed for us to go out the FA Cup, to work so hard to get to that round and be one round away from a potential big money spinning draw in the next round, and to go out to lower league opposition is disappointing. And I didn't feel I'd be constructive to record the ending, so So thoughts on the game then. So, obviously losing to Ipswich. I mean, some of the headlines in the local papers in Ipswich are, Ipswich giant killing. It's not a giant killing. Okay, I don't want to play it down too much, but Ipswich are a really good side. They're top of their table in tier four. They look like they're going to get promoted to our league next year. And as I said before at half time, they look like probably a mid-table side. In our league, so yeah, there's no I'm not ashamed to go out to Ipswich. I think that, so the reasons for the loss then, we were missing key players, and that should really give an opportunity for some of the squad players to come in and do well. It just didn't work out on the day. Since Jason, I've been following the women for 3 years now. This is an irregularity. I don't think I've ever seen us lose to a lower league team. We are very, very consistent. We always know when to put on a performance against teams like this, and today we just didn't. Now, that you could blame a million things for this, but I think the key factors for me, having had a couple of days to think about it, the key factors for me were, first of all, the pitch. The pitch was really bobbly. That's not an excuse. We didn't cope with that. When we play on artificial pitches or flat pitches, we knock it about beautifully, and we're such a good side to watch. On Sunday, the pitch was bobbly, uneven. Now, you could see Ipswich playing it all year. They were used to it. And it's actually quite a hot topic in the crowd. You could see that when, the ball bounced in front of the players, the Ipswich players were more used to the bobble. We never got used to it. We never adapted our play style. We continue to try and play sort of 15, 20 yard on the ground passes. But then you need the extra touch to control it with the bobble, and then you get closed down, and then we ended up getting shut into our midfield because of that. And we could never release our wingers. Our wingers ended up pinned back. Mia and Charmaine did their very best. Mia, bless her, on debut, I mean, what more could she do? Charmaine, for me, was actually pretty good. She showed her experience. She held the ball up well. She nearly scored. We're hitting the bar in the first half. We didn't cope with the pitch. We needed to have adapted our style slightly. Also, I don't think we coped very well with the big crowd and the fact that Ipswich was so bang up for this. It was pretty clear from the first minute. It's their biggest game in years, if not ever, and that they really went for it. And fair play to them, I think that the players, and you could see it full time. I mean, I didn't film it. I'm not going to shove a camera in the players' face, but the players were absolutely gutted at full time. They were devastated with that result, and you know why? That's because under Jay and with this squad of players, we've set the bar really high. We don't have monumental amounts of money. We're not Scum, Southampton. We're not Watford. We don't have tons of money being pumped in by the men's side or additional sponsors and stuff. We don't have huge amounts of money. We're running on a budget, and the team do exceptionally well. They are such a good side on their day. It's just an off day, and I think as a group of players and Jay, they've set the bar so high, really high. And they've played at that level for the last year minimum. They've played at this level all the time, week in, week out, with the odd blip, bang, bang, bang. And then when we have a performance which falls below that, it's a bit of a shock, and it's so rare. Now, I had some guy on Twitter having a bit of a go at me, saying that he thinks that when the men lose, I'm quick to criticise Jacket and the players, but when the women lose, I get behind them a bit more. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true, because, and there's reasons behind that, the men are, I don't like Jacket, I don't agree with how he plays, I want him out, but the way that, the men, it's a full-time professional setup. The women are not full-time, they're not professional, they play basically voluntarily, and they give massive sacrifices. I mean, they sacrificed the first weekend after Christmas to come up, stay overnight and play this game today. I mean, if you think I'm going to go on the pitch and start screaming in Jay Bradley's face, you're joking. It's not going to happen. The girls need our support. They need our unconditional support. They're disappointed with the performance. I'm disappointed with their performance. but it's not going to stop me getting behind them. And Abby is so pure in this. She doesn't even see that side of it. She just wants to support them more, scream, get behind them more, and good on her, you know, she inspires me. I've ranted on long enough. I'm pretty sure most of you have turned off by now, but I just wanted to, you know, just be a bit balanced here. You know, I big the girls up a lot, but today the girls just, and they just have to hold their hands up and say we were not good enough today. That was not the level we're used to playing at, and we've got a chance to put it right. We've got some whopping games coming up. We've got Watford, league leaders Watford, who've just beat Plymouth 5-0. Plymouth are a very good side. They just beat them 5-0. We've got them away on Sunday. Very difficult game. Can we show our mettle? Can we show what we're made of? We lost narrowly 5-4 to them last year to a last-minute goal. Can we put a performance like that on again? And then we've got, inevitably, the big game that's coming up is Scummers. We've got Scummers at home in the League Cup quarter-final. This game is huge. It's got to be the biggest game that Pompey women have had since I've been following them. It's massive. A National Cup quarter-final and against them lot. And they are no pushovers this year. They've put significant money in. They're an extremely strong side. It's going to be a hell of a game. That should be later in January, probably going to be early Feb now, so I'll keep you updated when that is. But thanks for joining us. Abby's at school, so she's not joining me. I'm just finishing off the vlog today. Thanks for your continued support. We're going to keep doing the vlogs as long as we can. I've got a lot on at work and in my personal life at the moment, but I desperately don't want to let the people down who, you know, we get sort of 100, 150 people who watch these vlogs every week, and I really don't want to let you down, so I'm going to keep going as long as I possibly can with these vlogs. As long as my work and personal life allow, I'll keep doing them for you. I appreciate all the comments, so yeah, thanks for all your support. Hopefully just a blip this week, and we'll be back for a Watford league game next week, so we're vlogging that. So yeah, thanks for everything. If you've lasted this long, you deserve a medal. Go have a beer or something. Cheers, I'll see you next week.